Do you want to get someone's attention? I mean, really, really want to get their attention. Sometimes the best way is to attack. I'm not talking about family members or friends. I'm talking about larger institutions, public officials, large corporations. When you attack, you will get attention in the media. Case in point, a number of activists were upset that the United Nations chose to use Wonder Woman as a symbol and as an honorary spokesperson to women and girls. Here's what they put out in a petition a few months ago, quote, and they got 45,000 people to sign this, quote, "A large-breasted white woman of impossible proportions, scantily clad in shimmery, thigh-bearing bodysuit, with an American flag motif and knee-high boots, is not an appropriate spokesperson for gender equality at the United Nations." Now, this petition has been around for a few months. The United Nations has now announced that Wonder Woman will no longer be a spokesperson. Now, they're claiming it was never a long-term proposition anyway, that this was planned, but the people who were upset about Wonder Woman being a spokesperson are claiming victory. You have to think that this did play some part in perhaps making the Wonder Woman campaign shorter. Here's the real significance here, that attack. Notice how specific it is, how harsh, how vivid. The more you can make an attack highly, highly specific, the more likely it is to get media attention. The media loves controversy. People can talk about all sorts of biases in the media, left-wing, right-wing, corporate. The number one bias most reporters have, a bias in favor of anything interesting enough to get attention of readers, viewers, listeners. As you can tell, when you start talking about, scantily clad and, large this and that, it gets attention. And that's what they did. I have, in many cases, advised my own clients, especially in political campaigns, if you attack, you will get attention. This is why people like to talk about, I hate negative campaigns, but if you are a challenger in a political campaign, sometimes the best way, sometimes the only way to get media attention is to attack your opponent. I remember once, many years ago, 25 years ago, I was a political consultant for a candidate running for office in my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, and we had an opponent announcing against us. I simply went to his press conference, was respectful in the back, but as soon as he was finished his announcement, I just let reporters know I was there to give another perspective, and I criticized him vehemently for various positions in the press conference, in my own little mini impromptu press conference. And guess what? On the evening news, I got just as much attention as the candidate who was announcing that day. And he did all the work. All I did was show up. So now let me point out, everything I said I believed and was factually accurate. But it just goes to show, if you attack, you can get attention. You have to use it sparingly, because it's very easy to get cast as an entirely negative figure. You do see that with some activists on both the left and the right on the national political scene. But if you want to get attention locally, throughout your state, throughout your nation, a well-planned attack that's forceful, that's seen as fair, that's concise, that is highly, highly specific, will get attention. I'm TJ Walker. Thanks for joining me. If you want more tips on this, please like my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/TJ Walker Interactive.